collection that represents each of these stories. And I want the proceeds of the majority of the proceeds of the NFTs when they sell to go back to the woman that is sharing their story. Because I've noticed throughout my life, I've never been in a position where the man was providing for me financially. So I was not, I've never been stuck in a situation where I'm controlled by finances because somebody else is in control of that. I've always been in control of my own finances and independent.
Amen.
And I see so many women out there now that I kind of take it for granted that I've never been in that position. There's women in abusive relationships that can't get out because they're financially trapped. Who's going to, they've got children to look after. There are situations where they don't have the power or they don't have the access to the skills and the knowledge that I've been blessed with my whole life. And so I wanted to make these LadyBalls stories, and whether that's through the NFTs or whether that's through some other way, I want to help these women share their stories and make money from doing so, inspiring the world and then receiving some sort of financial reward back to them for sharing their story and inspiring others.
Wow. That is just like, I'm making notes. That is super powerful. I love that. And I love that you're always like in the next level. You are in NFTs. You've always been like ahead of, because you have like this intuition onto where's the next game going to be played to serve people more and better. And I love the quality of your service. And so tell me, from LadyBalls, tell me about this Profit Vortex. What is it? What does it give to people, and how did you come up with it?
Do you know when I came up with Profit Vortex was when I was in Vegas with you at my LadyBalls retreat. And I always loved Abraham Hicks, but at that retreat, I was there doing my LadyBalls retreat, but I've always got my digital agency in the background. And I wanted to relaunch that and give it a fresh energy. And when I was the day after my LadyBalls retreat where you were there, I was in my hotel room recovering, and I started scribbling this logo and said, oh my goodness, I need to change my company name to the Profit Vortex. So funnelbuilders.com is my digital agency, but the actual company, my overall company name is the Profit Vortex, which I came up with that weekend. And it just felt so true to me. I love the word vortex. I've always loved that word. It just feels like momentum and just being on the right path and alignment. And I was helping people make money. So the Profit Vortex just seemed so perfect. And it came that weekend that I was with you.
Wow, what a closure. It's isn't that like we come to a closure of that vortex that was open back then, and how powerful that you hear the voice of what the vortex, or the infinite mind, infinite intelligence, that voice that speaks to us, the intuitive voice that helps us thrive in where many other places we may survive. And what a powerful vortex you have created, Jody. I absolutely love this. I hope people connect with you. I could feel the Profit Vortex. As soon as you said it, I was like, whoa. And I even quoted Abraham Hicks before you just mentioned it. So I love this. So Jody, we're going to put everything so people can connect with you, can work with you. But what is the best place, in your words, where people can find out about what you do or mentor with you? Tell us.
I think the best place, first of all, with LadyBalls, we're always looking for people to share their story and people who want to hear their stories as well. So if over at ladyballs.com, if you go and subscribe, then there'll be an email going out when we've got new stories to share through LadyBalls, and we're looking for new stories as well. So ladyballs.com is the best place to go for that, for sure. My digital agency is funnelbuilders.com. That's PH, Funnel Builders with a PH at the start, because we like to be different.
I love that.
That's where we help people, whether that's through creating their programs or building sales funnels for them or an online strategy. that's over there is where we work with everyone. If you go to jodyjelas.com, it actually directs you to both of those paths.
Perfect. That's perfect. So, Jody, we're going to put all of this, and obviously we'll share with everyone how to connect with you. But before we go, there's a lot of women that listen to the podcast Spirituality Now, and also men. If there was a blessing from you being Jody Jelas, what you have thrived from, all the things that you lived in your life, what you've learned, where you are still building, where you are still growing and going, what would be a blessing or the last, wisdom piece that you would like to give to the audience today?
I think my biggest learning has been to be fluid. And what I mean by that is, even we've talked about here today, what was my driving force? What was my why at the start? My why changed throughout the evolution of my business and my life. My desires of what I wanted to achieve in my business, they evolved. The strategies evolved. The growth evolved, and it never ends until the day we die. I think that a lot of people will go through their journey in business and life and beat themselves up because it doesn't seem in alignment. But what keeps us in alignment is not always the same as it was, last year, last month, last week. So I think it's being fluid and going with the flow and what feels right, not staying stagnant because we had formed a belief. Beliefs change, journeys change, our environments change, relationships change, people around us change, business change, our desires change. So I think it's being fluid and feeling into what is right for you at the time.
So thank you so much, Jody, for your wisdom. Everyone, I hope you made notes. Please follow Jody. Please go into all her websites. My ladies, that you need to be more proud of being an alpha and wearing those balls of experience, wearing those, those scars as triumph, and tell your story in a powerful way. Please contact Jody and find her on media and everything. We put everything on the captions. Again, we thank you for following the Spirituality Now podcast. Remember to share it and subscribe, all of that stuff, and leave us your comments, your feedback. It's always so important for us. And we will see you again in another awesome episode with another awesome human being next week at the same time. We send you a big kiss, un besito, adios. Thank you for listening to the Spirituality Now podcast. Be sure to subscribe on your favorite podcasting platform and share us with a friend. To learn more about how to live more present in the moment and take your faith into action, visit thelaflorteachings.com/faith to access the free training of 21 Days of Faith in Action today.